This is a game changer. I've never experienced anything like this before. This trap up on the top of here will transform how driven game shooting is coached and perceived. I've been associated with Promatic for 30 years now. The ability to show quality products, everything you look at here has got the Promatic confidence. Everything you look at is sturdy, it's well built, the safety aspect is in on everything, and this is a new machine taking the boundaries of clay shooting that much further, and yet you're still keeping the quality.
So George, this is the new Peregrine model of traps we have. So all of our simulated game kit is now used with this machine. Different features to previous models. We've got an upgraded spring that launches the clay out at over 100 miles an hour, bigger motor, different electrics, and we've got a tilt mechanism as well, which helps get further distance and also cope with any crosswinds you may have on a shoot. The Auto is a single DTL trap effectively, but mounted on this purpose-built trolley. So it's a heavy-duty build. You've got the mud guards, the off-road wheels, so you can link a load of them up together or put one on the back of a trio or a duo and take it along wherever you want. So the machine, that's rotating side to side as you'd expect to give you different lines.
Yeah.
And you typically run these through a flush radio. So if someone doesn't want a load of traps on one trailer, they would have 3 or 4 or 5 of these, spread them out 20 yards a piece, really help stretch your gun line out. You can adjust the elevation to give you like a lower grouse bird,
yes,
or a higher pheasant off a bit of better ground. So this is the new 3-trap game trailer that we do, based on the new Peregrine traps. We're calling it the Peregrine Trio. I mean, Promatic made the first simulated game trailer 20 years ago, which was the Huntsman XP, which has been a great success around the world. So now we've modified the Peregrine traps to fit on this unit, upgraded the wheels. You can also have a liftable version, so you can lift it up a telehandler. And yeah, great bit of kit, all run through a flush radio, so minimal effort, you press go, and it does everything for you.
And that does, what, up to an 80 bird flush?
You can do up to 100, but again, you can do more than that if you need. The new tapered friction strip on the arm for a smaller contact point. You've got the tilt mechanism to get the distance and cope with headwinds, bigger motor, bigger spring, and the shorter casting plates as well. This is the modern day version of a manual trap. So everything's fully automatic, but instead of having motors moving the trap around and firing through a flush radio, you have a bodied man and he can put clays where he wants, when he wants. You've also got an upgraded motor and gearbox compared to the existing range, so you can fire clays out a lot quicker to fill the sky when you need to. A lot of people use this not only on its own or as a pair, but alongside the game trailers. So if I went to a top of the drive, I'd set up the Peregrine Trio or the Duo, I'd get on this, go 20 or 30 yards along the line and giving me an extra flushing point without too much more extra equipment. It's a very wide arc of fire. Obviously you lock it off for transport, but when you unlock it, you can adjust the height from sort of 60, 70 degree and a really very wide arc of fire.
So we've seen 4 traps in the Peregrine range. Is there any more traps in that range, and are we going to see a sporter trap? Because with some of the speeds I'm seeing these targets come off here, on a sporting range they would be an immense target.
Absolutely, we have got a sporting model made already. We'll do it in an 8 stack as well as a higher capacity 10 stack, so if you want to put it up a high tower, that's fantastic, and they're all on tilting bases. The rest is the same as our other sporting machines.
Yeah.
We also build a standalone DTL machine, again for high towers or for your simulated game. You can lift them up in the air, as well as we do build a 4-trap liftable unit as well. So all of the Duo and the Trio game trailers can be built as liftable also, so you can use them from the ground or the air.
Now the other thing that intrigues me as well, I reckon that some of these would go brilliantly in America.
Well, big market. Reality is historically the clays over there are too soft, so we are working closely with an American manufacturer to produce stronger clays in the States, so as the Americans can buy the simulated game Peregrine range as well. That means that then they will have machines over there from Promatic that will be throwing 50, 60 meters further than the machines do on maxed out springs there currently.
Simulated game shooting is massively on the increase. With the constrictions that are going to be involved in legalised game shooting going forward. Simulated game shooting has got a massive part to play in the countryside and the sport of this country going forward. These traps behind me are a game changer. There is no question of that. It's very new to me. I'm normally behind the gun, shooting at the targets. It's been nice today to be behind the trap and understand and learn a bit more about what they do and the capabilities of each trap. And I think that shooting, all the time it's in Promatic's hands, is in a great place.